Hi, it's Kozue. Today I'm trying out the Born Pretty gels they kindly sent me. These three big containers are different colors of builder gel. I'll also test a combo of the top coat and the water drop top coat. Plus this water ripple top coat that gives a surface of water effect. And this one is a magnetic gel. It even comes with a magnet and an instruction sheet inside. Alright, let's start! This is Glass Cap Magnetic shade MY649. It's super pearly and the particle movement is perfect. I'm using a magnet that came with this gel. I first put all the particles down so they wouldn't shine. Now I'm applying the second layer. This gel makes such beautiful vertical lines, so I'm going to keep that vertical effect. The name Glass Cap Magnetic fits perfectly. It really has that glass-like shine. I'm using the top coat they sent me this time. Without this top coat, the water drop top coat, the one that creates those droplet-like effects, won't show its full power. Okay, now I'm using the water drop top coat. Just a quick swipe is supposed to create that droplet effect. But I think I applied a bit too much. When you over-apply it, it gets that thick gloopy look. So I'm scooping off some gel and reducing the amount. And yes, the water drop effect appeared. Wow, it's so fun! I want to use this for ocean theme nails or for rainy season hydrangea nails. The water drop effect looks incredibly real. And that's it. You don't even need a top coat on top of this. It's already finished as is. On the finger it looks like this. It honestly looks wet, like real water on the nail. So cute. Next, I'm trying the water ripple top coat, the one that gives a surface of water finish. But first, I'm applying the color gel. I'm using Color Light Cat Gel Light Flow shade MY10. This one is also a magnetic gel. For the first layer, I sink all the particles. Second layer. Now, how should I move the particles? Since I'm going for a water surface look, I thought uneven scattered particles would feel more realistic, so I floated them in an irregular pattern, and it turned out like this. Now I'm applying the water ripple top coat. You have to cure it right away after applying, otherwise the water surface texture starts to fade. Okay, how is it? Ooh, this is so cool! You could never get this kind of bumpy, watery texture with normal gel. Pairing it with wave patterns would be so cool, and it would look amazing with goldfish designs too. Born Pretty's website even had a watermelon look, so I tried making one myself. First, I applied a sheer white gel. Then I added the same line of green right at the cuticle area. And for the final color, I brush on a sheer red gel, slightly overlapping the white. With a golden tool and black gel, I added about 3 seeds. Making them slightly long and vertical makes them look more realistic. Since there's a bit of uneven texture right now, I'm adding a layer of clear gel to smooth the surface. And now I'm applying the water ripple top coat. Once it's on, you have to cure it right away. Watermelon nail done. Ooh, it has such a watermelon-like texture. Watermelon motifs are actually super cute. And here's a second one. I wanted to see if I could create a bumpy chocolate mint ice cream texture. So I applied mint green twice, curing after each layer. With brown gel, I'm adding the chocolate chips. Drawing random, irregular shapes is actually pretty tricky. I applied the water ripple top coat and cured it super fast right after brushing it on. Then I tried a matte coat over it. The texture looks a bit too soft. It doesn't quite capture the crumbly, grainy ice cream feel. For real ice cream texture, a terracotta type gel would probably work better, even though I don't own one. Next, I'm using the builder gel in milky white. This is how soft it is. I also prepared a nail tip. I coated twice with the glass cat magnetic gel, the one I tested at the very beginning today. When shaping a thick mochi-like builder gel, I always clean my silicone mat and tools with ethanol first. That way, dust doesn't get mixed into the gel. The gel doesn't stick flat onto the spatula or the container, but when you try to pull it away, it streams. A little twirl seems to work well. After cleaning the stamper surface, I tried using it to roll and shape the builder gel, and it worked really well. There's still uncured gel on the nail. I use a stamper to shape it, making it oval, evening out the thickness. If it gets too thick, it really can cause curing issues, right? So keeping the surface smooth while shaping is super important. For this kind of smooth surface shaping, the stamper is honestly the best tool ever. Daiso's makeup tool. The shape and the material are just perfect. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus. I'm using the Daiso silicone pen to cut and divide the gel. I added these two little circles. Then, with black gel and a dotting pen, I drew the eyes. Eye placement is so important. Getting both eyes the same size is tough too. I kept swirling the smaller one with a dotting pen until it matched. Now it's time for the tiny details. With a fine brush, I drew the eyebrows. But the left side just wouldn't go right, so I erased it with the ethanol. The mouth didn't come out perfectly symmetrical either. I'm just calling it good at this point. With an opaque pink gel, I added the cheeks. Since the color is so light, it doesn't bother me even if they are not perfectly symmetrical, so I can finally relax a bit while working. Adding the cheek hatch lines to make it look shy. And now the final touch, a highlight in the eyes. Top coat over everything and it's done. The eyebrows are a little different on each side, but that gives it character. I'm choosing to see it as charm. So I have builder gel in clear and berry pink. Maybe I should make a flower with a pink one. For the base color, I applied this white. The uncut layer is still there, and that actually helps the builder gel stick better. This builder gel is easy to shape and doesn't cling messily to tools, but separating it does take a bit of technique. Using tweezers to cut it off actually worked pretty well. I cut it into 5 pieces, rolled each one, and placed them on the nail. The stamper was amazing for thinning the petals. It really helped keep the shape smooth. With a Daiso silicone pen, I pulled the gel inward toward the center. It ended up looking like a plum blossom. If it starts feeling a bit sticky, adding a touch of ethanol while you work helps a lot. A plum blossom is cute, but I kind of want to change the flower shape. I'd stretch the gel outward instead, away from the center. I used clear gel to glue something. I tried adding bullion beads, but it looked a bit lonely, so I added the gel packed with glitter to brighten it up. Top coat on, and it's finished. I had so much fun playing with different gels today. Did any of the gel catch your eye? Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!